awareness event on the introduction of a national insurance claims database. We have also the honor of welcoming virtually distinguished personalities from regulatory bodies across Africa, Middle East, and Asia. Your presence today bears testimony to the relevance of this project across continents. This event reflects our common vision to create a progressive and dynamic insurance industry in Mauritius, an industry in which all of us have an important role to play in service to the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, when we took the helm of this government, we built ourselves as a government of change, a caring government, a government which will deliver on its promises. Our government program 2020-2024 spells out our agenda for a peaceful, safe, and secure Mauritius. Numerous initiatives have been introduced, some of which were launched by the Honorable Prime Minister himself, such as Ensemble Palace Colta plus une famille. Among our list of priorities, we are very much concerned about motor insurance. Since it is mandatory for drivers to purchase motor insurance, it goes without saying that there is a corresponding responsibility on government to create such a marketplace that offers fair and reasonably priced policies to the people. Ladies and gentlemen, motor insurance serves such a vital social purpose. It is most probably the single class of general insurance business that generates the most interest in the population. Let's look at some metrics. At the end of June 2021, the number of vehicles registered at the National Land Transport Authority stood at 610,658. We have probably one of the most concentrated vehicle density in the world, 200 vehicles per square kilometer. And the more vehicles we have, the higher the risk of accidents, particularly with more and more high-performance engines on our roads. Secondly, the first semester of 2021 has been a bumpy ride, with 12,488 road accidents. And from January to June this year, we wrote over 50 fatalities. The social cost is enormous. Pain, suffering, traumas, disabilities, and fatalities, hitting both young and old. There are too many of our countrymen who are grieving the loss of a dear one, whether a parent, a child, a spouse, or a friend. It is socially unacceptable. Ladies and gentlemen, one accident is one too many. There is a crying need to instill a stronger sense of social responsibility among all motorists and road users. Government has relentlessly legislated and introduced policies and stronger penalties to make our roads safer. We have been advocating zero tolerance policies. There is still much to be done. Aujourd'hui, nous venons ajouter notre pierre à l'édifice. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to announce that we are gearing up for a definite turning point in the history of the insurance industry. My ministry, in collaboration with the FSC, is steering the implementation of the National Insurance Claims Database and will put in motion a reward penalty ensure a better focused, more accountable structure to protect Mauritian citizens. These projects are set to shake up the very foundations of the industry and bring tremendous benefits to all. I will not go into the detail of the project, which have been sufficiently canvassed by the chairperson and the chief executive of the FSC. However, I will briefly mention some more promising gains I see coming up with post-implementation of this project. Firstly, the system will go a very long way in improving road safety. We shall now have an intelligent platform to which stakeholders will be connected that will give important details such as claims history of each and every driver. There will be no escape from details being logged on the system. As such, I have every reason to believe that the system will promote a more responsible driving culture in the country. We all want to see better attitudes and road etiquettes. It will be good for drivers, good for passengers, and good for road users. To reckless, dangerous, and accident-prone drivers, I would say, à bon entendeur, salut. Secondly, ladies and gentlemen, it is a highly competitive and limited market, such as ours. A commitment to customer obsession is critical for businesses. Today, insurers are offering policies mostly on the basis of pricing policies. The system will henceforth bring a level playing field for all. The same data will be available to every insurance company. Pricing models will take into account pertinent information such as driver profile, as well as vehicle type, not readily available to now. The natural consequence would be competition on both service and cost. I'm sure the chairperson of the Ombudsperson of Financial Services would agree when I say, and what I'm going to say, because I have no doubt that insurers will improve their role from managing cost to delivering greater care to their customers, better service in terms of swift payment of valid claims, and improved response time to customer queries. In turn, this will lead to better adherence to the code of practice. And I'm sure Mr. Rashish Ramkilawan also, our Secretary General of the Insurance Association of Mauritius, has been talking about the merits of the claims database, as well as the bonus-malus system. And I'm comforted that the whole community of insurers are well behind us in these initiatives. Ladies and gentlemen, transparency will generate more fairness and fairness. I'm aware of the degree of public concern surrounding the issue of motor insurance. There is a strong customer perception that insurers always try to wriggle out of payment. I hear from my constituents all the time. And I receive many complaints in my office ever since I joined this ministry, saying l'assurance par les pays, or l'assurance paie tardivement pays. There are so many outstanding recoveries, so many deadlock cases, as well as protracted periods for MBIAC to provide its rulings. This is indeed a very sore area which I believe has been left to fester for far too long. We shall be acting on improving the situation decisively and swiftly. As mentioned by the Chief Executive in his address, the steering committee is being set up, and this steering committee will be chaired by Mr. Pavisa, Permanent Secretary of my ministry, And I'm confident that under his able leadership, the introduction of the claims database will be expedited. Ladies and gentlemen, data availability. Better data will lead to better policies to better serve society. In less than 2 months, our ministry is at the heart of 3 initiatives aimed at improving data capture and data quality, which testifies the commitment of this government to foster a data quality culture. Data forms the very basis of everything government does, from our services, our decisions, to our policies. It is therefore vital that we have data we can trust. And trust, ladies and gentlemen, will help enhance customer confidence and reliability in insurers, brokers, and adjusters. The FSC, in its role as regulator, watchdog, and protector of the insurance industry, will be publishing analysis of the data gathered by the database, which will feed into planning and enable data-driven policy orientation. For instance, the regulator will have a better understanding of the causes of any future peaks and troughs in policy pricing and call for any remedial action required by its regulators. And last, ladies and gentlemen, is certainty and strictness. The ultimate objective is that we need greater certainty on outcomes of claims. International experience from countries having implemented such a system shows that the outcome of claims can be predicted with reasonable certainty. Claimants will have confidence that claims will be paid swiftly. There will be less reason to cause delays or engage in long-drawn adversarial proceedings, which adds to financial burdens. On the strength of digitalization, we should envision such a state where claims will be sent and settled even before a car is towed away. And indeed, there will be better certainty on the conditions of vehicles. As surprising as it may be, in this day and age, we may still not know whether a car was once a total loss. So, ladies and gentlemen, the arguments are clear and logical. Government will use its very best endeavors to amplify its social purpose for the implementation of such initiatives. Our vision is to see the National Insurance Claims Database cast its way beyond motor insurance to other classes of general insurance business. I would wish to extend my gratitude to the Insurance Association of Mauritius, the leadership of insurance companies and brokers, for working together with the FSC and my ministry to shape the claims landscape in a way that is fair, legitimate, and affordable. I'm profoundly optimistic that this once-in-a-generation industry reform will serve the country well, and that generations to come will live to see a better world. With these words, I thank you all for your attention.
Thank you, Honourable Minister, for your inspirational words and support to this project. On behalf of the FSC, I would like to express our gratitude to the Honourable Minister for accepting to be our guest of honour for today's event. I will now kindly invite the Honourable Minister back onto stage together with the Chairperson and the Chief Executive of the FSC for the launch of the video clip in the context of this awareness event.
The alarming number of accidents and fatalities on our roads has become a matter of concern for the government and the population. In 2018, 57,104 vehicles were involved in road accidents in Mauritius, and in 2019, 58,267 vehicles. More than 140 persons have died of fatal injuries over these 2 years. As vehicle density on our streets increases, the number of motor vehicle accidents has increased. And so is the load on the insurance industry, which is dealing with an increasing number of claims. Many Mauritians have endured consequences arising from this situation: unexplainable delays of insurance settlements, lack of transparency, and unfair insurance premiums for good drivers. Instilling a responsible driving culture among drivers is the objective of government, as outlined in its 2020-2024 program to reduce the number of road accidents. A starting point will be the introduction of the bonus-malus system for the Republic of Mauritius. As the name claims, bonus will be attributed to good drivers in the form of discounted insurance premiums. And the term malus accounts for the penalties applied to bad drivers' insurance premiums. In a fair insurance market, good and bad drivers cannot be on an equal footing. The bonus-malus system attends to this injustice. However, a proper and efficient system needs to be implemented for the bonus-malus system to operate with efficacy. Hence, the implementation of the National Insurance Claims Database, a centralized database where insurers will be required to log information on motor insurance claims that will support the implementation of the bonus-malus system of Mauritius. Our country needs an efficient and transparent insurance market. The National Insurance Claims Database will allow insurers to have the necessary data to make an informed judgment on driver behavior and better identify cases of insurance fraud. Concurrently, it will allow the Financial Services Commission to foster for a fair insurance market by acquiring much-needed visibility on claims management practices and to make data-driven assessments on the business conduct of insurers. The National Insurance Claims Database will benefit from the contribution of governmental agencies such as the Financial Services Commission, our motor vehicle insurers, the National Land Transport Authority, the Motor Vehicle Insurance Arbitration Committee, the Ombudsperson for Financial Services, and the Mauritius Police Force. The National Insurance Claims Database will possess analytical capabilities to generate behavioral statistics and allow for the identification of accident-prone areas within our territory. The potential functions of the National Insurance Claims Database may be extended in the future to include new segments of general insurance business or to introduce clearing systems for the efficient recovery of claims between insurers. The National Insurance Claims Database will benefit from the regulatory and technical expertise available at the Financial Services Commission and will represent another milestone in the digital transformation of the financial services landscape of Mauritius. In line with the consultative approach of the FSC, we wish to invite all stakeholders to submit their comments on this ambitious project. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the end of this awareness event. We thank you all for your attention and kindly invite you to proceed